And a good evening, everybody. I'm meteorologist Austin Cheney here in the 13 WMAZ Weather Center. It's a little after 5 o'clock. We just got a brand new advisory in on what is now Hurricane Marco. So earlier today, this was upgraded to a hurricane, and it has gained a little bit of organization and some strength this afternoon. So here's a look at the hurricane. It continues to make its approach there to the northern Gulf Coast. Pressure is down to 991 millibars, and the winds have now increased to 75 miles an hour. Now the system is still battling a little bit of wind shear. It's still not the most organized hurricane I've ever seen, so I don't expect a ton more strengthening as we go through the night. But here's the latest on the projected path. So Marco will continue heading towards Louisiana through tonight and tomorrow before making a turn back towards the west, where now it has the potential to either just parallel the Louisiana coastline or make landfall somewhere there along Louisiana or Texas sometime late Monday or into Tuesday. So again, that'll be either as a Category 1 hurricane or a tropical storm. And you see the latest trend takes the system well away from us here in central Georgia, so you don't have to worry about anything aside from a chance for showers. So Marco is a hurricane. It's the stronger of the two storms right now, but that's probably not going to be the case once we get Laura in the Gulf of Mexico. So here's the latest on the second storm we're tracking. Tropical storm Laura has intensified this afternoon, despite looking pretty ragged on satellite imagery. So today it reemerged out over those waters between Haiti and Cuba. Center of circulation is right around here, so that brief time over water allowed it to intensify a little bit. Winds are now sustained at 60 miles an hour. And here's where Laura is going to head over the next couple of days. So the newest update is actually a little interesting. The latest projected path takes it just south of mainland Cuba. Of course, the more time it could spend over water, the stronger it's going to end up. And if it misses those 10,000 foot tall mountains that you have over parts of Cuba, it's really going to not have a lot of land interaction. So interesting to watch that part of the forecast as we go through the next day or so. Then, of course, the storm ends up in the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to have a lot of time over those warm waters to intensify. And now the National Hurricane Center is projecting this to make landfall as a strong Category 2 hurricane with winds sustained at 105 miles an hour. Remember, Category 3 status begins at 111 miles an hour. So this could be a strong hurricane when it comes ashore. Now, if you remember from this morning, there has been a pretty decent westward shift in this forecast cone, and there's still some uncertainty with where Laura may ultimately end up. And because of that, we're going to have to watch to see where exactly this cone dances around over the next couple of days. The confidence will go up once we get done dealing with Hurricane Marco, because Marco is changing the environment out ahead of Laura a little bit, causing the changes in this forecast. So definitely stay up to date, especially if you have any interest here along the northern Gulf Coast. Now, this is my main concern this evening when it comes to Laura. Because the track has shifted further towards the west, it's now going to spend longer over these very warm waters here of the Gulf of Mexico. So these are the sea surface temperatures. You need temperatures of about 80 degrees to support a hurricane, and look at all the deep reds out here. So this is definitely within the favorable range, closer to the hot temperatures when it comes to temperatures in the Gulf. That's a lot of fuel for Laura to work with, so we also have to watch carefully that intensity forecast. Now, for us here in central Georgia, despite having two tropical systems and two hurricanes potentially just to our south, we're not going to see much of anything. So we go through the rest of today and tomorrow, and we're just looking at a chance for showers and storms. The heaviest rain and wind stays well to our southwest. Then Marco starts to fade away as it interacts with land and pushes towards the west. Laura comes into view, and same situation. We're just looking at scattered showers here across central Georgia with no major impacts. So for our forecast, we're looking pretty good. It's definitely going to be important to watch the forecast if you have any family or friends down here across Louisiana and Texas, as they will likely see two back-to-back hurricanes just within a couple days of each other. So we'll continue to update you every step of the way here at 13 WMAZ. Be sure to tune into the news tonight at 11, and I'll have a brand new look at both of these systems.